Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're a returnee, you're welcome. And if this is your first time, well, thanks for joining me and welcome too. Hope your day is going great. Feel free to social the vibe. And yeah, without further ado, I really want to talk on this. I'm sure some of you have seen this post, but I want to react to this particular clip. I'll go watch the full video, but this particular one struck me and it might be triggering to you. I won't play all the clips. I will link the video below. Go check it out and enjoy. First off, I want to start this vlog by saying you are Ninja men, to be specific, can and won't steal my joy. And you can't just all of a sudden rob me of all my awareness and understanding of how you guys act and operate. It's like I'm done at this time, and I'm sure a lot of people are tired too. Can't even trust these guys. They speak from both sides of their mouths. Pick one already. Stop trying to pick both sides. You either this or that. But then again, I stopped counting as I lost touch ever since I started working on myself and clearly saying that all those things don't even benefit us because a lot of times these men don't even know what they want. Yeah, I see. You kind of get where I'm going to with this, right? So it's like, what even pisses me off about this is, there was a time I used to care about what this bunch of males working comments. There was a time I used to care about what they thought, okay? And that was when I was still dilly-dallying and drifting all about. Until I realized it doesn't make sense because these dudes don't even know what they want. And I understood that all of a sudden my insatiable want for them was out of a programming. And, there's nothing wrong in wanting it. But once you want something that does not serve you, once you want something that does not serve you, you must as well lose it. Now, so when I am in the intention to go enter a relationship, I won't go in now unequally yoked. I won't go in now half-as aware of myself, my desire, how the system operates, what the man presents his value. I won't go in ignorant of what is happening and just enter for the sake of trying to please some group of people that don't even care. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to react to this video because I'll play it. It will be triggering for some people. But you have to realize this. I won't be always political. I'm not even going to be politically correct because I am speaking my own unpopular opinion, which is my truth. Let me play this video, then I'll react to it.
A man's desire is not food. Cook the best food. He can get it in a restaurant. A man's desire is not sex. He can get it in the street through a side chick. A man's desire is not your attire. The greatest thing you will ever take from a man that will cause the beast in him to come out is his respect. Inherent in every man is a king and a beast. If you choose to be a queen, you will bring out the king in him. If you be a torment, you will bring out the beast in him. In all cultures of the world, the last thing that a man cannot take, I'm talking from a generic point of view, is disrespect. Some women are grossly disrespectful. I can tell you with all sincerity that the marriages before this period are far more better. There were no marriage seminars, there were no conferences, there were no lectures on marriage, but the marriages succeeded better because people were properly brought up in good culture. This thing called women emancipation has not been defined in a proper context. Women emancipation is the ability and liberation for women to enter into governance, not to dominate in marriage. The women emancipation concept should be properly defined and then re-drilled again in the minds of women, because some women have taken this women emancipation into marriage. There are standards in marriage that no generation can ever take. The woman is to submit to a man and the man is to love the woman. That is the standard. But women emancipation has come to tell us that a woman has equal right and freedom. Since women are president, they can also be husband. Women can be president, women can be governors, women can be DO, but a woman can never be husband. Husband is not a position. Husband is not a rank. Husband is not an office. Husband is an ordained responsibility. And until every woman comes to this point to understand that your emancipation will never come to the place where you will become a husband.
So yeah, I'm not just pissed of the fact that there are a bunch of hormone raging men in a room discussing what and what not a woman can and cannot do with her body, her right, and what emancipation means to each and every individual one of us, because I know he does not speak for the majority, even though I agree with some of the part of the points he made, but I'm coming there. But for the fact that as much as I am self-aware now and understand to an extent how the society moves and how it operates and how the system is set up for failure, I understand a lot of things are bullshit, BS, because I was not this girl years ago, especially in my early 20s and in my teens, okay? I was so gullible and easy to manipulate into thinking things that were directly and indirectly might somewhat harm me. And that's because to an extent, when I look around the society, it has been normalized. We have been programmed, indoctrinated to think a certain way, and God forbid, we define some things ourselves. Now I know I have some problem with some of this feminist movement, but who am I to detect a group of women what they have found peace and what they rest in? And I'm not going to bash some group of people because they don't exactly align with my own thought pattern. But I want to apologize either for voicing my opinion if I do find some things that do not work for me. Okay? So just like my teen and early 20-something, they're that gullible too, and they believe they'll do everything just to please this man. And I don't think these men have been lacking from respect since. I think they have been fooled, stuffed with respect that they never end. And because the men automatically never respect what they don't earn, they have been acting out. That's why you see somehow in the society. Now what you see in the society is a bunch of males screaming, show more age in me, insecurity up and down. Once you tell them to show up for leadership, they are clueless on what to do because they have been entitled and attached leadership solely to manhood. They are not their anatomy. Male profited off of it without giving back. And now, because they have not replenished or earned the so-called respect, guess what? A lot of women are raging. Okay? Now, as much as I don't agree with so many things, because most of this time you see women do this, women do that, try to keep a man and all. In fact, I bet if you press how to keep a relationship, the thing that will pop up is advice to women on how to keep a man. And these men are never given clue on what to do, on how to keep a woman, how to keep a responsive, a respective, and a healthy relationship. They don't have the tools. And that's what is happening, the consequences. Now, I agree, our mothers in our days, our grandmothers, they were the one who single-handedly held the relationship. And even when they objectified themselves, I know few did it willingly, not all. Not all, trust me. Or a lot were willing to do it until they found out that this is not what they asked for. So, because our mothers single-handedly patched these relationships, and these men hardly contributed to anything, they just saw that the relationship were working. Even when they were miserable, they somehow made it work because there was a binary way of the system operating. The children have less or no opinion. The woman is in the hierarchy, then can give some opinion, and then the man makes the total opinion, not considering the fact that sometimes they are clueless of how things work. It's just to demand and order the people around, the family members around, and they do. So because they have been clueless on how relationship works, they haven't been directly contributing to it. Now that women are working, and now it's showing that, we have been the one holding the society, even though they won't admit it. They're still clueless. The males were boys with no control, who were willing to stick it anywhere. They weren't willing to take up leadership. Our forefathers then, they had more role in taking up leadership, and it wasn't the same for everyone. The responsible ones. So in this era of Shomo Ejimi and Sorosuke, something is not aligning, because Sorosuke means, okay, if I know your age, then what have you done? And when you demand for things, so I believe I'm speaking to most modern women because I feel attacked. I always feel attacked. I know, okay, I don't feel attacked, but I just have to say this because enough is enough. I mean, they should do some things to men, address this, because a lot of these males, we can't submit to them. And some ladies really love this idea of submitting to a man. But who are you submitting to? A guy who is clueless, who haven't built his business, who is emotionally stunted, who can't comprehend things, informations, and is relying on his male privilege, and brings the card and flips it anytime there's confrontation and questioning of his integrity. That's not what we want. And I know our mothers helped patch this relationship alone and weren't really rewarded for it. But a lot of them were miserable. And guess who we attacked? The kids. Why do you think our mothers were frustrated? And there's no coincidence why the society is like this. It's not a coincidence. The society is like this as a result of you and moi. The hypocrisy. No accountability. But yeah, I do agree with him in some cases, okay? I don't want to be a man. I love being a woman. In fact, I don't think I'm equal to men. And let's be honest, nothing is really that equal, really. But I'm asking for equal rights to exist, to live, to go after what we want. Equal pay. And he reflected on that, which I acknowledge. And I love listening to men when they talk, because this is really how they are. Whether you like it or not, there are some qualities that women easily gravitate to. On that note, I agree with him. But you see, leadership is not monopolized by men, especially when several times they have been poked it up. They have come to prove that They can't be that trusted with leadership except they have earned it and are putting in the work. And I've said this in my previous video, I will say it here again. If you're a leader, if you have leadership skills in you, women and men will follow you automatically. If a woman isn't like following your leader, now I know some women can be psycho. Do you understand? And I know. But truly, no matter how psycho the woman is, once she respects you and you in turn respect her, guess what? There's a symphony here. There's that mutual respect, and guess what? You guys nourish each other. But somehow this man is talking about beast and king. Oh please, you guys can't monopolize it. A lot of you are males, really. A lot of you are. And not all of you can be kings, let's be honest. And if I'm being honest, there is an amount of beast in every animal, including humans and entities. There is an amount of beast and kingship or queenship in royalty in anyone. So, So you guys can't monopolize respect. Everything in this world requires respect. If you respect the ground enough, not pour HMOs or fertilizers, but just weed the ground and manure the plants, guess what? The land respects you back and give you a bountiful offering. If you respect the water and don't pollute it, guess what? You get fresh waters. So everything in life demands respect, but we women, I don't know, till now, these men, they still don't see us as human beings or worthy of respect. That's why you guys aren't even getting respect, because you can't even give what you don't have because you don't respect yourself. Because a lot of these men don't respect themselves. And in turn, they expect respect. Where is it going to fall from? Reciprocal is not manner. And I know you're so quick to run to this religion, you run to it, you don't even analyze it very well. That's why you have a lot of these men of God with questionable characters defending something they know that is not really applicable to their reality. Now, I don't want to be a man, trust me. Because guess what? I love being a woman. I love my essence. I love the fact I have to top all of my essence. I don't have to fight. Like, I fight every day, but I fight for the meaningful things. I don't have to, like, be so macho to get what I want. I use my influence. I use my intuition. I use my brain. All those things come to me. And women bet this world, girls. Why will I want another gender? So things really can't be that equal with us. Because guess what? Even if he's not by gender, it's going to be ranked by classes of wealth. The poor, the middle, the rich will be different. So let's be honest. But instead of ladies to be going up and down shouting, we want the equal right and everything, because I understood the first wave of feminism came out because of the feminist movement. Came out because the women were really oppressed. You have no clue. These males have the society backing them. Like, they are always complacent with everything happening around them, because a lot of times the rich controls the poor, religion controls the poor and the feeble-minded. So somehow, once they want to control, there's something they have in unity, and that is the male privilege. Of course, if that's all only what they have working for them, they will use it. And this is how the society works. And that's why you shouldn't be paying attention to every little thing these males say from the corner of the mouth, because they feed you with fearmonger and they make you make false decisions, because at the end of the day, you're not really as powerless as you're meant to believe you are. I mean, I didn't say you have to like lay low and let things hit you. No. But there's a system that is already set in place. Use it against them. Like, use it. Take advantage of it. And if women, see, I know when women want to do something, we can do it, especially when it comes to the scale of leadership in Nigeria. Look at the answers. Guess who? 5 women sponsored everything. There was food consistently. Look at Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Look at how, like, please. I mean, there are facts to prove that your gender really ain't it, except they are it. So a lot of you really ain't shit. No, seriously, since you guys always are willing to dish it out on us, why don't you take this? Like, I mean, if you can serve it, you better take it. Because we take all these criticisms every day. So I guess I'm calling the BS and I'm like calling you bluff on this. Though there are some parts I really synchronize with, and that is the fact that I will appreciate this man taking the role of leadership. We really want to see you men taking leadership. I mean, we've been used to this culture. Don't you think some of us gravitate towards a leader, a true alpha male, providing, protecting alpha male? Because if they were truly providing, protecting alpha males in this country wouldn't have spoiled as it is. Look at the society that disrespect their women and don't value their women. Look at, they don't progress. But these boys want to be babied and schooled and breastfeeded and with nothing they have to offer, just their D, which is highly satisfactory. Get out here with your nonsense. Seriously. We really were enjoying, like, watch this video. You really think that women have been fighting this? Is even few women that even speak of this feminism in Nigeria. Very few. And I mean the first wave or second wave and third wave. This is the third wave now. And this third wave of feminists, they are really, sometimes they're afraid to admit that what they really want is what they want. They want to demand for what they want. But the truth is that you don't go to lie to the people expecting them to give you what you want. You take it. And a lot of times women are asking for permission to be women. Nah. So please, this man should take the advice. Try fix what is happening in the society and stop confusing us with one of your motivational. If I hear one more motivational speaking from Reno or Mokere, what they call him, and Kidway, if I hear one more, I'm coming for you guys, really. I'm done with this fuckery. Well, thanks for joining me. I keep on forgetting to say subscribe again. Damn. Anyways, tell me what you think in the comment and ask your questions. Subscribe, hit the notification button, and have a great day, okay?